So as a guy with 6¼ inch wrists, I'm always looking for watches that will best be suited for smaller wrists. What is going on, everybody? My name is Teddy Baldassarre, and in this video we are going to discuss the best watches to buy for smaller wrists. So as I was constructing this list, I realized that it was going to be really long, so this is going to be part 1 of a part 2 series. We're going to start with the most least expensive watches to start, and then work our way up gradually up into part 2. So just a couple important points to make. One is that we are only going to be looking at contemporary watches in this video. Vintage watches we'll take a look at in a future video. And then in addition to that, like always, all the links to these watches will be in the description down below. So guys, without further ado, let's jump into the video. So first up, we have Timex, and we're going to be looking first at the Timex Easy Reader. So this watch retails around $50 to $70, has a 38mm case, and comes from one of my favorite brands, Timex. This watch comes in with many different dial colors, is powered by a quartz movement, and is water resistant up to 30 meters. In addition to that, we also have the Timex Fairfield. This watch generally will come with a case size of over 40mm, but for this case, I actually want to recommend what they say, a woman's watch for 37mm, but there's no difference in it except just that 37mm. A lot of these are very tasteful. I think they're very unisex. I think you can definitely wear them. These are quartz powered movements as well as they're right around $80 to buy them and are water resistant up to 30 meters. Next up, we have a considerable amount of watches from the Seiko 5 line. And the first line of watches from Seiko that I want to take a look at are the Seiko 5 line, the SNK 807, 9, 5, and 3. These watches can all be found under $100, are water resistant up to 30 meters, and have case sizes of 37mm. I'm a huge fan of this line. I have actually owned the 809. It is hard to pick my favorite, but if I had to choose, I think I'd go with the 803. All these are automatically powered and are really an amazing, amazing offering for the price point. Then we have another line from the Seiko 5 line, specifically the SNK 789, 91, 93, 95, and 97. All these watches fall between $70 to $100, have 36mm cases, are automatically powered, and are water resistant up to 30 meters. Next, we have an actual chronograph on the list, and for chronographs, as many of you know, they do run a little bit larger, so to find one 38mm or below is usually very tough. And here we have the Seagull 1963 hand-winding chronograph. This watch comes in at $350, is water resistant up to 30 meters. It is powered by a Seagull movement, and I know for many of you that's very polarizing. It has a 38mm case with a sapphire crystal. Next, we have a watch that is from a line that has become one of the most popular on the internet, and that's the SKX line. We're going to be looking to the alternative of the SKX 007 and 009, the SKX 013. This watch comes in with a 37mm case and is a great solution for those that love the aesthetic of the SKX but want it at a smaller size. It is powered automatically by Seiko's 7S26 movement and is water resistant up to 200 meters. Next, we have a micro brand. This is the Baltic HMS 001. This watch comes in for around $500 with a 38mm case, and you have very many dial options here. I'm a big fan of the cream dial version. It is water resistant up to 50 meters and is automatically powered by a MIDO caliber 821 movement. Now let's show some love for the Flieger style watches. So we have a Stowa Flieger Klassik 36. So many Fliegers are definitely larger in case diameter. This one comes in just around $1,000, has a 36mm case, as the name would suggest, is water resistant up to 50 meters, and is powered by an edit movement, both with an auto and hand winding option available. Next, we have a favorite as well amongst many watch enthusiasts, the Hamilton Khaki Field Auto. So this watch is slightly more expensive at $575 retail. Definitely can be found for less than that, but it's more than the mechanical version. However, with it being automatic and water resistant up to 100 meters compared to the mechanical that is 50 meters, I think this is a great deal here. This watch comes in with a 38mm case and, like the name suggests, is fully automatic. Next, we have two watches from Seiko, and I think they personally are some of my favorite dress watches Seiko's ever produced. That is the Seiko Sarb line, specifically the Sarb 033 and then the Sarb 035. These watches are water resistant up to 100 meters. Both come in around $350 to $400. Have a 38 millimeter case with a sapphire crystal and are fully automatic, powered by Seiko's 23 jewel 6R15 caliber movement. These watches have been stopped in production, so they are going to spike up in price a bit, so definitely get these while you can. Now we have a modern classic in two different versions. First, let's start with the smaller, and that is the Junghans Max Bill hand winding watch. This watch retails around $600 to $700 and comes with a 34 millimeter case. Like mentioned before, it's a mechanical hand winding movement and are water resistant up to 30 meters. If you do want the automatic version, Junghans also offers up a Junghans Max Bill automatic version. This is one of my favorite looking watches out there. I own a Max Bill chronoscope, but when we're looking at case size here, this one coming at 38 millimeters, I feel it fits this list perfectly. This watch comes in with different dial colors and can be purchased with an automatic and actually a quartz movement as well. The automatic movement will double in price, so you're looking closer to $1,000 here. Next, we have a watch brand that I think I've neglected a little bit too much, and that is Christopher Ward's, specifically their C5 Malvern 595. This is a hand-wound watch with an ETA 7001, has a 39 millimeter case, and also has one of the thinnest cases I've ever featured here on the channel at just 5.9 millimeters. It retails around $600 to $800. I've seen it fluctuate a good amount depending on the bracelet, and is water resistant up to 30 meters. Next, we have the MIDO Baroncelli Heritage. This watch comes in between $500 to $700, is fully automatic, powered by a MIDO caliber 80 movement, has a 39 millimeter case, and is water resistant up to 30 meters. Next, we're jumping back to the German watch manufacturers, and we're gonna be looking at Sinn here and their Sinn 556. This watch is an entry-level Sinn coming at just over $1,000 and is powered by an automatic ETA 28-24-2 movement. It has a 38.5 millimeter case and is water resistant up to 200 meters. And then rounding out our list here is the Tissot Heritage 1948. This is one of my favorite looking chronographs, especially during this price range and for the sizing that it has at 39.5 millimeters. It retails a bit over $1,000, but I've seen it fluctuate in price a good amount and is automatically powered by an ETA caliber 28-94-2. So guys, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we're gonna have to do a part 2 of this series, so I'm gonna cut it off here. Please let me know, have you owned any of these watches? What are some watches that I've missed to this point? We're gonna have more coming up, but they're gonna be of a higher price range. Please leave comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe, like this video. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you know when I release content in the future. But until next time, guys, be well, and I will see you all very soon.